Welcome back to Brush Up Your Game, and today, Box Marauder from the Resistance's Futile boosters. This gave us another Decora, and it would be a few more years before Decoras and the Ferengi really fall into their own when they get Gold Press Latinum tokens, that sort of thing. But Box Marauder, it's an interesting ship. Crew, double weapon tech. You can throw on weapon ports. They've got the weapon that missile launchers that can bypass shields. So there's a little bit here. Named ability here: if you performed a maneuver of 3 or higher this round, during the roll attack die step of the combat phase, you may add +1 attack die. If you do so, place an auxiliary power token beside your ship. In combination with Chemosite, this is better because it's not revealed, it's performed. So even now you could do a 2 straight, use Chemosite, bump it up to a 3 or even a 4, and that gets you somewhere. Even the 1 bank can become a 3 bank, and that still stays green. So I think Box Marauder has potential here. You're getting a bonus attack die. You'll take the auxiliary power. You can maybe utilize other cards that say if you have an aux power token, gain a benefit rather than a detriment. I see potential. I don't really like Ferengi photon torpedoes here. The ship kind of makes me go, eh. If you run captains with Gold Press Latinum tokens, and maybe you run tar to get battle stations, you can make something happen here. That 4th attack die is of consequence. I just don't think there's enough here. I do think there's some legit play with Chemosite. It just doesn't excite me. Bach, as a captain, action, gain +1 attack die to each of your attacks, and roll -1 defense die each time you defend this round. It's a trade-off that's just not really going to matter. Ferengi don't have enough multi-attack setups going on. Again, missile launchers is getting you 2 attacks. Really, you want something like a disruptor sweep, dispersive torpedo fusillade. I was going to say dispersive armor. That's not the card. But even then, where's your quality? I guess Bach using this on like a Riemann Warbird with Disruptor Sweep is interesting to me, because then you're firing 6 dice at everything, but it's not everything. I don't know. Maybe with a friendly Denatra, you're getting somewhere. Maybe even with a friendly like Clark Terrell to mitigate that defense die loss. I see potential, but again, this isn't a great action. It's pretty bad action, but maybe there's something. I don't know. I don't hate Bach. I think I've maybe come around on Bach a little bit. I would love to see Bach with Gold Press Latinum, though. I think that's a change that he needs. If he had a few Gold Press Latinum, I'd feel much better about the 4-point cost. That's what's holding him back for me. Then we have Vengeance. As a 2-point talent, I'm always intrigued because 1 and 2-point talents are exciting to me. Vengeance, when attacking a ship at range 1 during the roll attack dice step of the combat phase, you may discard this card to roll up to +2 additional attack dice. If you do so when the attack's complete, your ship suffers 1 normal damage for each additional die you roll. So that's not great. But there is the Ferengi ship that gets bonuses for damage shields. There's also the Azumer, the Romulan ship, that would get bonuses for their damage shields, except Vengeance can only be purchased for a Ferengi captain assigned to a Ferengi ship. I guess you could run Lore and Vengeance, but that's not the best combo, or the best use of Lore. I don't know. This just hurting myself. I guess this is it's normal damage, so it can go to shields. If you have a way to regenerate shields, this isn't terrible. But it's also when attacking a ship at range 1. Very limited utility there. I don't know. I get why it's priced at 2 points, but there's a lot of conditions here. So I struggle to make Vengeance work, even though I want to. Uh, yeah, it just feels like it would be so much better with a Ferengi captain stipulation, but not on a Ferengi ship, because like on the Reliant, this would be cool. Just a lot of different combos. Photon torpedoes, we all know the cheap Ferengi photon torpedoes are so much better. 4 points for target lock, spin to target lock, and disable the card. You do get 5 dice. That much is nice. Forward rear arc, okay, cool, but there's no conversion. There's no other disable. The only thing that's nice here is 5 dice. Yeah, I'm gonna find other cards to use. Thoughtmaker. This is a tech, 4 points. And it's one of the movement control cards. And I think it's one of the overlooked movement control cards, right? We get lure, we get faked messages, but Thoughtmaker is kind of the third piece. After every ship has been assigned a maneuver dial, you can discard this card to target a ship within range 1 to 2 of you, whereas lure and faked messages are not within a certain range bubble. If you do so, look at that ship's maneuver dial, change it to any one of its 1 or 2 green maneuvers, your choice. That maneuver dial cannot be changed, nor can its player look at it until it's that ship's turn to activate. So you get control. Granted, it's limited. It's got to be 1 or 2 green. The target ship's player may place an Ox Power token beside the target ship to ignore the new maneuver and not move that round. This upgrade can only be purchased for a Ferengi ship. So, right, there's control. The other player still has choice, and that agency is super important because you're not being left in a lurch. You can never be flown off the board with Thoughtmaker. You can always just take the Ox Power token and go, yeah, fine. So you have to account for that. Now, maybe that's a strategic choice you make. You dial in a 2 bank to the left to fly somebody off. You know that they're going to take the Ox Power and not move. So you've planned your maneuvers to account for them not moving, and now you have a great shot. These are the choices you make, and that's why Thoughtmaker can be really important. Thoughtmaker, in conjunction with faked messages granted on 2 different ships, you can force 2 different ships to make 1 straight maneuvers. That power is also really important. You can slow a fleet down, position them where you want them to be. Cards like this are fantastic in certain scenarios where you're racing after objectives, but they're not to be overlooked in overall competitive play, in dogfighting, in mission objectives. These matter. Anytime you can control your opponent's maneuver to any degree, it's a really good card. And cards like this are why the Ferengi are up near the tops of viable secondary factions. Kazago has a 2-point crew. You action discard this card to place an evade and a battle station token, but you can't perform an evade nor a battle station action as free action this round. So that's a bit of a bummer. Or you can action discard your current captain and treat this card as your new captain. While Kazago is your captain, your skill number is 4. So you want to get rid of a bad captain, you can have Kazago as your captain. Kazago has no captain text, just skill 4. I guess his captain text is action discard this card to place an evade and a battle station token. I like flexibility here. And I guess I suppose I like that you can still get rid of your captain. That has some potential for shenanigans, for cards that need a captain discarded and such. I'm not seeing or thinking of any great combos there, but I think something exists that isn't great, but maybe has some intrigue to it. But yeah, overall, Box Marauder has a little bit more potential than I was thinking it did. Thoughtmaker, definitely good. Bach, at least mildly intriguing. And to be fair, Box Marauder also mildly intriguing, if nothing else. So, yeah, that's it for me in this pack. I find it interesting. Box Marauder worth chasing down, I'd say, if you can find it at a decent cost, 10, $15. I wouldn't pay much more than that. Uh, but yeah, thank you all for watching. Until next time, keep brushing up your game. Take care.